This is Gideon, who was a judge of Israel. In the time when Gideon lived, a group of people called the Midianites were taking over the Israelites' land, and the Israelites were starving. They had no food to eat. So the Israelites asked God for help, and God chose Gideon to rescue the Israelites and gave him the power to lead an army. One day, Gideon and his army got up early and came close to the Midianite camp. God told Gideon he had too many warriors with him. So God told him to let all the men who were scared go home. 22,000 men went home that day, and Gideon was left with only 10,000. But God told Gideon that he still had too many men with him. He told him to bring the men down to the water and that he would give them a test. Gideon did as God asked, and then God said that he had to divide the men into two groups. In one group, put all those who cup water in their hands and lap it up with their tongues like dogs. And the other group, put those who kneel down and drink with their mouths in the stream. Only 300 men drank from their hands. God told Gideon, "With these 300 men, I will rescue you and give you victory over the Midianites. Send all the others home." So Gideon did as God told him. That night, God woke Gideon and told him to go down to the camp of the Midianites and listen what they were saying. So Gideon took a friend and he went down to the camp and saw a huge army. There were too many men and camels for Gideon to count. But then he overheard a soldier telling another man about a dream he had that showed them that God would give Gideon victory over the Midianites. And when Gideon heard this, he worshipped God. Then he got his army of 300 men and he went down to the Midianites' camp. They blew their horns, they held torches in their hands, they yelled loudly. The Midianite soldiers rushed around in a panic, trying to escape. But then God caused the Midianites to be confused and they started fighting each other. Because of God's power, the Israelite army had victory over the Midianites that day.